the road goes like right through them. I don't know what else to do. Yeah, it's intimidating. Dang, these guys are big. Why is my bike slowing down? This is pretty cool where I am right now. I'm about 5 miles from camp. We're camped out that way. And I'm trying to head out into this valley. You see that out there? That's where I want to be. Just super desolate. It's like Mos Eisley. Like nothing out there. But it's probably another 5 or 6 or 7 miles to go. This road is actually really, really nice. I can go super fast. I'm going about anywhere from 15 to almost 25 miles an hour on the bike. It's washboardy though, so you know it's kind of bouncy. It's still super comfortable with the suspension and the really cushy seat. I'm having a problem though, or it's really, I guess it's just annoying. It's this damn kickstand. The kickstand works great, you know, for holding the bike up, but then when you're riding, you know, you just kick it back here and you hear that sound? That, it's just rattling the whole way. Let's see if I can show you kind of. I mean, it's rattling so much that as I hit the bumps, it's going like this. But then it's even almost completely deploying. Like it's almost coming all the way down and touching the ground, which I guess wouldn't be a problem. It'll just hit the ground and then pop right back up. But it's so, it just keeps going like that pretty much the whole way. And I'm thinking, oh, I can take it off with these 2 bolts, but you really kind of need it. Every time I stop, you know, I could just lay the bike down, but it's probably going to damage the handlebars that way. And it's still, you know, it's a heavy bike, so you have to lift it up each time. I guess it's not that bad. It's heavy, but I can totally do it. So you guys put in the comments what I should do about that. Is there a way I can... See, the thing is, there's no way to tighten it because it's a rivet. It's not, there's no bolt to tighten. And then there's just a spring in there that basically it needs to be stronger. The good news is this bike is really holding up. As far as like other rattles and stuff like that, you know, I was talking about how I did burn up the fluid in the back brake. I need to bleed that back brake because I have to pump this thing like 3 or 4 times before it gets tight, and then it will engage fine. But you know, that's my fault just from riding the brake going down the mountain for miles basically, and just learning how I have to pump the brakes and switch brakes and take and literally pull over and let the brakes cool off. But that rattling kickstand is the only issue that I'm having with the bike. And riding it on stuff like this, like, I mean, I'm putting it through its paces, like I really am. There's a vehicle coming down the road. It's the first vehicle I'm passing in 5 miles. Okay, now I'm getting somewhere. Check out where I am now. 8 miles in. I think I'm gonna head directly out there. Another maybe 4 or 5 miles. The bike, the battery, can you see that? It still shows all of the 5 bars on the battery after 8 miles. You know, it's mostly flat, so, and I'm pedaling the whole way, but I haven't had a sip of water. I'm not tired. It's just very bouncy on the washboard dirt road. I think the road's going to improve now. It's going to be a lot sandier, dustier. But I'll tell you, you know, I'm sort of feeling underprepared. I have less than a liter of water in here. I do have a first aid kit that's got, you know, everything I would need. But man, if you got stuck out here, it's cold. There are people driving around, so you could bum a ride from somebody, you know, throw the bike in the back of their truck and stuff like that. That wouldn't be a problem, as long as you can get to one of these kind of main roads. A few vehicles have passed me. So I'm just thinking about stuff like that, like survival kind of stuff. Because other than the few people that are driving by here, I mean, there's nobody out here. There's no structures or anything like that. It's not hot, but there's going to be no shelter. You know, there's no trees out here anymore. A few miles ago, the trees stopped. So you want to be out of the sun, you know. I'm kind of like I think about that when I'm moving. I'm like, okay, I'm moving enough so the sides of my face are getting kind of equal sun exposure. I'm not like going in a straight line. I do have my wide-brimmed hat in here though too. But that's about it. That's about all I have in here. My binoculars. The clothing that I'm wearing is, man, this buff is awesome. Because sometimes it gets dusty. I can put this up. My face gets cold if I'm riding into the wind. Put this up. Plus, you know, this hat has an even thicker face mask on it. Couple that with having gloves, and then I got a couple layers under this jacket. And I got long underwear on under these pants. That I'm actually riding really comfortable. Really comfortable. I thought this was it, like I reached my destination, which I'm trying to get to the middle of this valley. We're about 11 miles in. I think I got another couple miles to go. I've run into a herd of cattle. And looks like there's some water troughs out here for them. I got to go right through where they are. That's where the road goes. So let's see how this goes. I keep checking the plants down here because I'm just worried about burrs. And I'm not familiar with the plants here, so that's just kind of a tip, I guess. That's going to be my biggest issue, is getting, you know, something going wrong with the tires. You know, assuming these guys don't chase after me or something. Let's make it slower. But the road goes like right through them. I don't know what else to do. Yeah, it's intimidating. It is. Should I just go right through these guys? They're backing up. Yeah, they're backing up. Okay. Good cows. Oh, my bike is slowing down. Dang, these guys are big. Why is my bike slowing down? There we go. Different world out here. Okay, I'm home free. Another couple miles and I'll be basically in the dead center of this valley. This is crazy to me. It's dead silent out here. All I can hear is basically the ringing in my ears. There's an old railway through here. I'm assuming it's not used because of all the bushes and the track isn't clear here. But this is the dead center. It looks like there's some sort of a creek that runs through the middle. We'll go check that out. There are cows down here watching me. But it's just me. How far did I come? 11.5 miles from camp. Wow. And there's 4 out of 5 bars on the battery, which is really good. I rode the bike yesterday and I'm going up and down really rocky stuff, really putting strain on the battery. And I lost the first bar after 4 miles. In this case, it's pretty flat and a really clear road. It's not nearly as rocky. It's just like basically like a gravel road, pretty flat. So going back, I'll have plenty of power. That's one thing I was worried about, was like, am I gonna be able to make it back? Wouldn't that be funny if a train comes by, just smashes the bike in the background? That'd be my luck too. And then got to ride one of these cows back to camp, back to the dogs. I would stay out here longer and explore, but yeah, I mean, it's going to be over an hour to get back to camp. I feel like I really accomplished something getting out here, because I'm looking at Google Maps and just seeing how desolate it is out here, and I'm like, that's where I want to go. How can I get there? And I did it. I just realized that I actually rode the bike this morning for 2 miles with Mr. Echo. So this thing already has about 14 miles on it on that one charge that I charged last night using the generator in the trailer. They sent me this bike free, just so you guys know. And I pointed out one of the issues. I mean, that's actually the only issue so far. I think I've put close to a couple 100 miles on this bike. Check the link in the description. I'll pin it in the comment. If you click that link, it helps the channel. It takes you right to Amazon. And it really helps the channel. Check out the stats and the reviews on this bike. I mean, there's a lot of good e-bikes out there. And it's crazy how it just opens up your lifestyle when you're traveling like this. I mean, probably any way you travel, really, having an e-bike, because now you can leave your stuff behind. In my case, it's the trailer and the truck and the dogs, and I can just go, and I don't have to There's no gas money or anything like that. I don't have to get much stuff ready. You know, the main concern is, well, you know, the bike could break down and then you're pedaling it back, and this thing has 7 speeds, so I can pedal it back. But I've messed around with that, and it's not very easy. It's not that comfortable. But it is doable. It's reasonable. But if you get a flat tire, then you're screwed. So that's going to be my next upgrade, is some new tires on this thing. On this road, actually, the tires didn't have any issue at all. Oh man, I can start to see like color in the mountains out here, which, you know, 12 miles back, it just looks like brown. But now I can see the trees, and then I can see red and white. I have a crazy lifestyle. So today, I guess this video was about getting out, leaving camp. I got so far to go to get back. Hit that like button, let us know you're watching. The dogs and I like to know you're watching. Helps out the channel. Please subscribe. Check out our live streams. You'll get notified if you're subscribed, and you hit the notification bell, which is down there. It's a little bell. Hit that red subscribe button for us. Did you miss me? You did. I didn't want to take the time to film it when I got back this time. But I want to show you guys how this bike did. I can't believe it. It says 26.3. You can see there's only one tick left on the battery. It just changed just when we got into camp. And plus I did 2 miles today with Mr. Echo, so it actually should say 28.3. That's impressive. I mean, it really impressed me. The road conditions are pretty much ideal, you know, as far as being off-road out here. I am impressed with that bike. That was freaking awesome. To go 28 miles today in the best of conditions, you know, now I can use that as a gauge when I'm out and about to know when I need to turn around.